Hello, everybody. This is Sean, and welcome back to episode number 69 of our Rimworld Alpha 15 Fallville Let's Play. We're on Cassandra Extreme Permadeath with an outdoor tundra colony. When we left off, our colony of Fallville had just had an alien ship land down outside the border. So we've got this alien ship there, and sure enough, I went through and I set up defensive areas, scheduled where to move the turrets to, put in a power line. Um, I also did some other kind of little maintenance. I looked at all my kind of overflow stockpile zones and noticed that there's a bunch of stuff piling up in there. So I set up individual stockpile zones, like we're going to move all the precious materials over to here, for example. Anyways, that'll clear up these stockpile zones and get this one to focus more on the textiles, which is where they belong. Um, let's see, one thing I did forget to do was to set the roof area. Nope, I didn't. I did set the roof area over those. Great. Um, I went through and I made sure everybody's weapons were suitable. There's some people that had worse weapons than what is available down here. Like I got the superior rifle set down here. I made some modifications to these are set to where they only accept like better than normal weapons, I guess, good and higher. So just some minor stuff that I cleaned up in between episodes. But I've got that all set aside. So let's get the timer running and we'll see. We're ready to just assault that ship basically as soon as everybody gets around to it. Shouldn't take too long. They've all got a bunch of hauling. Oh yeah, I cleaned up some of these tapped out drills. I'm actually going to move everybody's construction priority up one so we can get this ship out of the way. There we go. Like they don't need to be drilling right now. Ah, combat supplier. Is Flace still one of my best wardens? I see he's standing right there near the thing. He's at a level 11. Is Buchanan? Well, Buchanan's only a 10. Looks like Flace is one of my best, so let's go ahead and have him talk to that combat supplier while he's standing there. Get that out of the way. So we're gonna buy. What a change, huh? When they can't just see everything that you have. I don't think I really need any of those things. I don't need to buy a mace or anything. I can get rid of all these cruddy weapons. I'm not really using my smelter to break down these weapons, so I may as well sell some of them. I can hold on to a few, I guess. Although everybody's pretty well equipped. It's not like I need to hold on to weapons for stockpiling purposes. So I'll just get rid of most of these without looking too close. I'll hold, like, that silver mace should be fine. Plasteel knife is by itself not that good. Don't like submachine guns or shotguns or shoddy weapons, so I can get rid of all those. And we're getting maybe more to, like, I might want to keep that survival rifle around. I don't like machine pistols. They're pretty inefficient. We've got quite a few charge rifles, it looks like, so we'll hold on to those too. And since I've got a Masterwork sniper rifle, I should probably have somebody carrying that thing instead of having it sit there in the areas to sell. Don't need grenades, and a bunch of this stuff I can just get rid of without having to look too closely at it. Awful, and like if people need shields, they've already got better shields, so there's really no need to hold on to those. We'll keep, I don't need an awful helmet though. I'm gonna get rid of that as well. And I guess that's it. And wow, I didn't break him either. That's the great thing about these orbital traders is they come with just tons of money. Do I have any spare lungs? I think I do have one and haven't really needed to use it. You know, I could go ahead and just buy some medicine. It's not like I don't have a bunch of cash. I'll do that too. Great. That was easy. Thank you for showing up, orbital trader. Appreciate it. Those are some old notifications. All right, let's get back up to high speed. So that must be from the flash storm. I was like, that does not relate to this alien ship, that's for sure. Need warm clothes, really. But it doesn't say which pawn. It must be Andy. Really? You can only go down to 5 degrees. I mean, I think we'll be all right. Is it? Oh, okay. I saw indoors 10 degrees, but that's because it thinks this is indoors for some reason. Even though most of it is unroofed. So yes, they will get cold. Andy will get cold when he goes outside, but I don't think that's the end of the world. Greg is at risk for a break. Maybe I took him off of drugs too soon. Oh. How did he get shot in the eye? Well, do I have any bionic eyes? I don't. I have a bionic leg. That's not going to help him out. Well, that's too bad about his eye. It's just what happens, I guess. I guess I can't. I thought I had a pretty strong injury-free record. He must have got hit during that last battle. Maybe he was fighting down here. Maybe it was when we were fighting down here or over here in that other battle. I don't really look at injuries as they happen. I guess if I wanted to find the answers to these questions, that would be the way to do it. Well, if they're moving the turrets down here, that must mean they're about ready to commence with the raid. It's going to probably start draining my batteries having those turrets connected. No, it doesn't seem to be. And that was while the sun was down. But there's the last of them. Let's let them build those roofs as well. But let's, it looks like we've got everything set up. So let's get everybody down here while they're down here. Get this fight over with. So some of these guys can actually go over here. That's why I built that area. They don't need to be too close though. Guess I can have everybody still moving. Andy, there you go, Andy. Shoe, that'll be fine for Shoe. For you, Shoe. Well, all right. Well, why don't you take that spot, Mr. Shotgun? And that seems a little. I could probably get a more efficient positioning of all these pawns, but this will do for now. Flace, you don't really need to. You don't really need to be up here where there's any danger. Why don't you go hold that door open? I think everybody's set. Let's go ahead and pop this thing. Whoops, that's not how you do it. That's how you do it. Boom. And you as well. Bang. And look at all those guys. And oh, there is the flaw in my plan. Run away. I didn't consider that those guys were much closer. You know, I set all my turrets up over here. It's like, oh yeah, that's a good location for them. Ooh, I don't like that they put my stuff on fire. Let's make sure that this guy's capable of putting a fire out. He is. We're going to just move him up here, have him put the fire out on my power lines. Let's have all of you concentrate your fire on one. I keep doing that. On this guy's got the Inferno Cannon, so that's a good place to concentrate your fire. You guys, can I get you around there in time to serve any good? Probably not, but Raccoon, it's not a good time to go for a walk. I undrafted you so you could go into the hospital bed. Alright, Greg, you're doing a good job of putting these fires out. Looks like everybody else is doing a pretty good job of killing the robot monsters. Does anybody not have anything to shoot out at this point? Looks like most of these guys don't have anything to shoot out at this point. So, stop undrafting them, giving all these guys some crazy hope. Can you not hit that ship? Well, you can move up here. You're not really in any danger. And now you can all attack. For crying out loud, you can all attack that ship. I think it's because in Civ 6 you do R to do a ranged attack. So I keep hitting R to have these guys shoot. But it's like, nope, that means undraft, dummy. They may be able to come in handy. These guys don't look like they're helping out at all anymore. And you come on over here with the rest of them, I would say. As long as you're on that side of a turret, you'll be safe. And it's just a matter of mopping up. So, you'd think after all this time I'd remember not to place my pawns too close, but I had to get clever. Alright, there's that. That was exciting. Now we get the process of moving these back over. But I'm going to unpause the game while I do that, because it is pretty close to my home area. It's almost close enough to where I could do it without having to scroll. Let's see if I can manage that. That's going to be a real trick. It'd be nice if you could turn the grid on. I should put that in one of the suggestion threads or one of the request threads. It seems like that would be a pretty easy inclusion. Most grid-based, or I shouldn't say most, a lot of grid-based games have that. Civilization, for example. Almost done. Did I lose any turrets? It looks like nope, looks like I didn't lose any turrets. So that's good. Pretty, I don't want to say lucky, because it wasn't really lucky. It was more good planning on my part. But still, yeah, pretty easy battle. I can say that for sure. We'll unforbid all these goodies down here, and I guess I'm going to have to go through and set up each of these for an operation to shut them down. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we had 7 of those guys, and looks like 4 Skythers, so 11 robot monsters. Not bad. Whoops. And we got an AI core out of it, so that's always good news. Do we have any, you know what, we don't really need a high level trader to call for a merchant to come over. We're actually just going to go ahead and send Reiner there because he's standing right there. Call Professor's Mesa and request a exotic goods merchant, please. We can sell that AI core, although there's no... Why am I so concerned about getting this trader out here? I guess I can buy more bionics, you know. Alright, I also, okay, disconnect is what I meant to do there. I can also turn the doctors back on. I need to remember that Shu did take some Go Juice recently, so I don't want to have him do Go Juice on this next one, but I can have any other doctor do that. And I guess, you know, Go Juice would come in very handy for training your doctors, because they could get a couple of surgeries done on the prisoners, and they would have a higher success rate and also less fatalities. I don't know if I'm going to continue the prisoner, training of medical on prisoners practice. I don't like the ethics of that, and the risk of prisoner loss and mood damage is higher than I'm really comfortable with. So far, I was able to, I don't know, we'll see. But that Go Juice thing definitely balances, it provides what seems to be a more ethical option than training them up that way, because they're still going to get trained up pretty quickly doing surgery on regular, no, that's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. They're going to still build up surgery pretty quickly doing operations, just regular everyday operations on colonists. Alright, so now that I've got that area built, I can deconstruct this defensive area and this wall here. There's no need to keep it around. That new courtyard looks nice. I should tear out some of this flooring and plant flowers in there. Unfortunately, I can't really plant flowers in there. Yeah, planting outdoor flowers is not worth it through most of the year in my colony. So I'm not going to plant flowers there. It is amazing now that I know how to make money off of furniture. The making money off of art is not really a thing, and I have got so much artwork, I really shouldn't have pawns focusing on making art so much, which is weird because I've got 3 fairly high quality artists now. So I think I'm going to keep churning it out. None of them really have any other, like his higher skill is mining, and I've got art set below that. I guess I could put you to 3 so you would mine ahead of art, and I'll put you down to 3 so you can haul and clean and mine ahead of art. And yeah, we'll just leave you like that. So maybe that'll slow down the art production. I mean, it's nice to be able to set up all these art things like in my greenhouse and, you know, places like that, but it's really not necessary. And I can focus my efforts elsewhere. I mean, I'm running out of just random places to throw these good statues. It's not that I'm running out. I could have them every other tile, and it would probably provide some decent boosts, but it's not necessary by any means. And I'd rather, I'm sure there are things that are necessary that I'm neglecting in some manner. I like turning it up to speed 3 instead of having it at speed 1. That's really unnecessary, I'd say. How's the power? Still staying positive, even in the middle of the night with only a modest wind. So getting this this new geothermal plant online seems to have helped. I guess I need to set up. No, I still have more hauling set up for that extra defensive area. Mad animal, not scared. Pretty sure I can handle that. And Greg continues to be on a major break risk. Oh, he lost his father. I must have killed him in a raid. Well, that's too bad. You know, I am not convinced that taking them off of their smoke leaf joint regime was the right thing to do. So I'm going to put them back on there because I feel like we've been having a lot more break risks since then. And it's not like we were falling behind in production or anything. My pawns have plenty of leisure time. Oh, Philly is getting attacked by that rabbit. 1 rabbit stew coming up. It's been like 15, 20 episodes since I've made that joke. Guess we'll make it now. I like Fly is hauling whatever this is from over here through the snow. How's my fox doing? Still holding in there, hanging in there. Oh yeah, I set up stockpile zones to have my shock lances over here, so that way maybe they'll get used. How is this stockpile zone looking? See, it's a little better. I guess well, I have this neutromine set up there, and that's set to low, so it should move them over there eventually, because it hasn't prioritized them that way yet. Still plenty of plasteel under here to mine out. This one is about tapped out. I think after this lump finishes. Let's watch that wrap up. 100%. There we go. Cleared that one out. So we were at 1,500 plasteel before I found this new vein. Now we're up to 4,600. So that is a rich vein, very valuable. I don't really have any trading to do with this combat supplier, but I should see if he has, maybe he has some prosthetics that are interesting to me. Let's see. Well, I can sell this marble club. I can buy up whatever medicine he has. I'd say that medicine alone is worthwhile. Oh, this may still be the same. But wouldn't I have bought the medicine from the last one? Who knows. I definitely would have bought his components. Maybe I didn't. But I'm going to buy him now, that's for sure. And is my steel, that looks like, or not my steel, my silver. Looks like my silver stockpile is full. I guess I could expand it. Do I not have any stockpile there? So that's easy enough. I'll just make it match up the shape of the, so you can go over 2. All right. That, and then we'll have you match up like that, I guess. Probably about right. Yep. Great. Well, then I'll have a lot more steel or silver available for trading. Not that I really need to worry about it. About 5,000 or 6,000 is usually the most you're going to need. For orbital traders, of course, land traders can accept your silver no matter where it is. I think pretty much anywhere on the map it counts as being yours. I don't think it has to be in a stockpile, as long as it's. I don't think that's true, because I don't think I could have sold that devil strand, like this devil strand that's just sitting on the ground over here. I don't think that counts as part of my inventory. I'm just not sure. How did that get out there? Did it fall from a ship? But if it fell from a ship, why wasn't it forbidden? And if it didn't fall from a ship, why isn't it deteriorated? That's a great mystery. I got this light on over here that I don't need on. Actually, I suppose I could turn off the vitals monitor as well. I don't really need to conserve power, but why not? There's no downside to it. What else can I make out of silver to improve? Like I could make some silver tables for my prisoner rooms to really boost their mood. I could give them royal beds as well, actually, so maybe I should make a couple more royal beds. I could make silver royal beds to really make an impressive room, but you know what I should do is I should make some hospital beds. So we're going to go furniture hospital bed, and we're going to make them out of plasteel, because that is a good thing to make them out of. And one thing I want to do is make sure that I don't just have anybody doing construction on those things. So we're going to do that. We're going to just leave it to the high-level constructors, please. Let the experts handle the fancy construction. Just watch these guys run around for a minute. Well, I doubt it'll be for a minute, but for a few seconds anyways. Still looks like everybody's doing a lot of hauling, kind of rearranging of items. Get that nice little disco flicker as the sun starts to rise and the power starts coming on inside the greenhouses. And looks like that's going to be a siege, so everybody loves a siege as long as everybody is me. I find that they are very fun, sending out some snipers to go after them. And they are starting in a weird location, so they're probably going to build up their defenses over here. So there's no time like the present. What are these guys up to? He has got all of his needs met, so let's get you up here. And my next sniper over here also has all of his needs met, so he's going to come over here. And sniper number 3, perfect. That is very fortunate. You'd think, yeah, I was going to say, I think I have other snipers. You have all your needs met. And I felt like there was 5 at the last raid. Nope, I guess not. I guess there's 4, but 4 is plenty. So we should be able to take these guys down with those 4 snipers. We'll get them over there and see what happens. Let's see what they've got going on for weapons over here. Looks like they're not going to show me. Let's let them get spread out before I start clicking and seeing what they're bringing to the table. Waters is a very slow pawn. Probably took advantage of the fact that Smokeleaf is back to being allowed. So he's going to be slow. But I think we're still going to be able to handle this raid pretty well. Not too concerned about him being high. So They still haven't gotten their goods drop yet, but that doesn't mean we can't continue advancing. So we're ready once they do. And we should be able to pretty quickly take out their turrets as soon as they start building them. And these guys have almost spread out enough to where I can start looking at their weapons. But I think we're going to have to wait to see. Yeah, there's where they're going to... So they're going to build one turret there. And where's the other one going to be? Are they just going to build one turret? That's weird. Well, that'll be easy. But they do have quite a few snipers. They've got 2 that I can see. And they've got a rocket launcher, Jax. So I probably ought to try to take Jax out. So these guys can shoot 46 squares, I believe. So let's see how far back 46 squares is from like here. Right there should be fine, but there's really no cover at that distance. That is kind of a drag. It looks like that's going to be a swamp under there. No. Just dark dirt. Oh, there's a little bit of marsh under there, but yeah. Maybe if they could fire from down here, like over here. Not a very good escape route. So they're going to have to, well, I think they can make it through. So do I have anybody that is a jogger? So let's go to health, let's go to overview, and let's look at moving. Moving is okay for you. Moving is weakened for you. Okay, and your moving is weakened. So you 2 are weakened. So you're going to take the close up area, and you 2 are normal. So you're going to make the run for the border. And let's let that go. See what happens. I need to keep in mind Jax here has got that rocket launcher, so he may decide to attack. Just going to keep an eye on what he's doing. Yeah, that sniper rifle's not wasting any time. And it looks like Jax is taking aim. He's watching for targets, it says, but I think that's more taking aim. Let's see who he is targeting. These guys down here, and they are going to be in trouble. Who was that? That was Kramer. Kramer. I feel like Kramer's been around forever. Now it's too late. Too late to look and see, because you can't look at his stuff afterwards. Well, R.I.P. Kramer. Look at all those skills. He was one of my strong growers and constructors. Powerful shooter. He had a green thumb. He was steadfast. Futa. Oh, that's not part of my colony, so that's good. Vasilisa is his sister, though. Flace is going to be disappointed. Well, just got a colonist died. And Vasilisa, yeah, that's a drag. Well. Oh my gosh, I really should have used that. I really should have used that shock lance on that guy. What a mistake. But that's all right. I'm not, you know, I make mistakes. Sometimes they cost people their lives. But we can always get another pawn. So what do we have here? We have an Insanity Lance. You know what? I'm going to use that Insanity Lance on the rocket launcher pawn. And that should make up for it. At least it'll get me revenge. And we're going to make sure these guys get settled in. Shu, who are you shooting at? Why don't you focus on the sniper rifle guy, if you can. And Hopi, you are damaged. How badly are you damaged? Yeah, it looks like you're damaged pretty badly. Why don't you go ahead and go down here. Oh, now they're bringing forward units to attack. All right, well, you guys are going to concentrate on taking that out. Hopi, you are going to go, you're going to go rest until healed, which hopefully will have you take the correct direction. And our timer just went off, so we're going to end this episode here. Quite a cliffhanger and a real bummer of an episode. We haven't had a death in our colony for, it's been a long time. Has it been since the boom rat attack in episode 30? I think those, you know what? Those were my last deaths because I built these 3 crypts and left them empty in memorial or memoriam. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. Well, once again, hubris has caught me in the butt a couple of times in this episode. One, my overconfidence in having them go attack the siege up there, but also in thinking that if I took everybody off a smoke leaf that I could maintain my moods with no problems. Not only did I start having trouble maintaining my moods almost immediately, but I also lost a pawn, which is going to cause some bad moods overall. So a lesson learned for me. Trust my instincts and try to have fun and don't worry too much about min-maxing because it doesn't always pay off. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you did, click the like button. It's right down here on the right side of the screen. And if you would like to see more, subscribe down here on the left side of the screen. That's right, it's the button that says subscribe. And then further down in the middle, there's a place to leave comments. That's where you can talk with me directly and I'll leave you responses directly. It's not really talking, it's more typing, and I will type back eventually. Shouldn't take too long. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you had a good time. See you next time. Bye.